How laws are made, the origin and process of law. Have you ever asked yourself a simple question? Where do laws actually come from? Who decides what becomes a law? And how does an idea eventually become a rule that everyone in society must follow? To understand this, we need to go back to the early days of human civilization. The early origin of laws. In the earliest human communities, there were no written laws. People lived in small groups where elders, chiefs, or community leaders settled disputes and maintained order. Rules were passed down through tradition, customs, and social expectations. But as societies grew larger, these unwritten rules were no longer enough. People needed clear and formal systems of rules to maintain peace and fairness. One of the earliest known written laws in history was the Code of Hammurabi, created by the Babylonian king Hammurabi around 1754 BC. This code contained hundreds of laws carved into stone, covering issues such as theft, trade, family matters, and punishment. For the first time, laws were written publicly so that everyone could know the rules of society. From that moment, the idea of written law spread across civilizations like ancient Greece, Rome, and later modern nations. Why societies create laws. Laws are created to maintain order, justice, and stability within a society. Without laws, communities would struggle to control crime, resolve disputes, or protect people's rights. But laws are not created randomly. They usually follow a structured process through governments and legislative bodies. How a law is made. In modern democratic systems, laws are usually created through a process that begins with an idea. Step 1. The idea. Every law begins as a proposal. This idea may come from government leaders, lawmakers, experts, or even citizens who believe a new rule is necessary to solve a problem in society. Once the idea is formally written down, it becomes what is called a bill. Step 2. Introduction of the bill. A bill is presented to a legislative body, such as the National Assembly of Nigeria or another country's parliament. The bill explains what the proposed law intends to do. Lawmakers then review the proposal and decide whether it should be discussed further. Step 3. Debate and review. During this stage, members of the legislative body carefully debate the bill. They may agree, disagree, or suggest changes. Committees may study the bill in detail, examining its possible impact on society, the economy, and the legal system. Step 4. Voting. After debate and revisions, lawmakers vote on the bill. If the majority of members support it, the bill moves forward in the process. In many countries, the bill must pass through multiple stages or chambers before it can become law. Finally, the bill is sent to the head of state or government leader for approval. In Nigeria, this role belongs to the President of Nigeria. Once the President signs the bill, it officially becomes a law. From paper to power. At this point, the written document that began as a simple idea now becomes a legal rule that citizens must obey. Government institutions such as courts, police, and regulatory agencies are responsible for enforcing the law. Laws continue to evolve. It is important to understand that laws are not permanent. As societies change, new challenges emerge. Technology advances, cultures evolve, and new forms of crime appear. Because of this, governments often update existing laws or create new ones to address modern issues. From the ancient stone tablets of the Code of Hammurabi to the complex legal systems of today, the creation of law has always been about guiding human behavior and maintaining order in society. And behind every law lies an important question. What kind of society are we trying to build?